Yo, somebody phoned the police. Gateo committed a murder, is what Kurobots are probably saying right now. But I'm not, because I'm not a Kurobot. And I'm only joking because none of this really matters. And it's mobile data anyway. But you know, that's the conspiracy theory. It's all a dastardly plan by a certain content creator to make a game look bad for some reason, because I guess it benefits him somehow. But we've got the revenue, guys. It's that time of month when everybody gets a little bit testy about what money Chinese video games make and try to justify why their game might not be doing well and sing the praises when their game is doing well. But we all know this is all underestimated, at least for mobile, and we know lots of these games do actually have incredibly huge hidden revenue because they make probably a lot more money on PC and console. Well, we know for a fact that some of them do, at least with something like Arknight's Enfield, because we saw the data officially released that like 70% of their revenue comes from PC and console. And I'm sure it's exactly the same with Wuthering Waves and some of the other games in this space. But it looks like a bit of a rough month, if I'm honest, for Wuthering Waves, if we're just going off these numbers at least, because what a drop off. 46 million down to 11.4 million. An actual massacre there. Down 12 places. Down from number 2 all the way down to 14. Like an absolute massive drop there. Actually, incredibly huge drop for mobile revenue there as well. I'm sure they're going to have some huge numbers coming soon though, because obviously they've got, what is her name? Hiyuki, and she looks incredible. I've got to be honest, I watched some of the gameplay. Damn, she looks good. Like, it makes me want to reinstall Wuthering Waves just to go get her in the hopes that they like create some content that drags me back in, because she looks incredible. I've got to be honest, she looks amazing. But it's been a bit of a rough month for them this month. Probably, you know, a lot of stuff for people to want to pull in the last patches, and with Hiyuki coming up, there's probably a lot of people not wanting to spend as well, I would imagine. But, you know, the numbers that Wuthering gets on mobile, for me, I still find actually kind of impressive, considering it's still pretty rough on mobile as an experience, right, in terms of how it runs, or at least that's what I've heard. And I just don't know how people play these action games on mobile anyway, personally. Let's have a look at some of the other games in here. You can see another game that's down 9 places, and that's Arknights. And Arknights' revenue is probably a little bit more accurate. Now, these are underestimated, we know, but we know that probably majority of Arknight's revenue comes from mobile, because there's only the PC client in CN. What, is it out in CN actually? Is it actually out? Yeah, I'm not even sure, but we know that that's where a big chunk of the revenue is coming from. So this is not accurate, but closer in the ballpark, should we say, compared to something like Wuthering Enfield. But we've got it down at 17, down 9 places at just under 10 million, 9.27 million. But before we go up to the top one, should we just have a little gander right down the bottom and see what's going on? What's Stellasaura doing? Damn, Stellasaura not looking good, actually. Kind of wild for a game as well. I think it's worth more than $500,000 a month, personally. It's actually a nice little game. Down 12 places to 93, just inside the top 100 at the moment, which is kind of crazy. That's a game that I didn't expect to be that low down, I'm not going to lie. We've got games like Aether Gazer not looking too spicy either. Let's have a look all the way down here. Lots of red. There seems to be a lot of red this month, right? A lot of red this month. All the way down, we've got Mirror and Star Legends, EOS in, and yeah, Black Beacon still on the list because I think he's still running in CM, right? But who is even playing that game? Not me. Got Cat Fantasy as well, looking like Cat Fantasy is not long for this world as well. I definitely didn't play that. I did. I'm not ashamed of it. I actually kind of had fun with it as well, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, let's head back up then, shall we, and see what's going on up the top of the table, because nobody cares about the stuff down there or the stuff in the middle, unless there's one or two of your games in there. Oh, actually, let me just have a look at a particular game that I want to see how it's doing. Reverse 1999, 3.6 million, down 220k from last month. It's up 3 spots, so that means everybody around it fell down a little bit. But you know what? I love to see Reverse doing its thing. Great game. More people should check it out, in my opinion. So always love to see what's going on with Reverse 1999, because I am a fan. Although I haven't been playing it for a while, still a big fan of the game. We've got Nikkei up one place, 13, 11.62 million. Then we're into the top 10 here with FGO, 12 million, down from 13. We've got Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, down from 35 million, down to 15 as well. So a pretty big drop off for them as well, down 5 places to number 9. And then just above that, we've got Zenless Zone Zero, up 5 places from 13.5 million to 16.55 million, 13.35 million, sorry, up to 16.55 million. So up a couple of places there to get themselves into the top 10. And then we've got Arknights Enfield up 1 place into number 6, actually down on revenue mobile there by 4 million from 26 to 22, which is expected, if I'm honest. I'm not going to lie, it's expected. Again, another game that we just know it's not getting majority of its revenue from mobile. So if we try and extrapolate this low-end data anyway, and we know that it's like 60 to 70%, I think it's 60% global or 70% and 60% PC in CN or something like that. And I think it's 70% in global, both PC and console. So, you know, let's at least double that on a really low estimate. That's like $50 million, right? But I'm sure it's much higher, because when we were seeing numbers last time of the 20 odd millions for Enfield, we then found out from official formats, official sources, that actually made nearly 200 million in 2 weeks, which is fucking insane when you think about it. Let's have a little look then. We've got TCG still just printing cash constantly, right? Number 5, up 1, 27 million. Then we go on to Star Rail, up a little bit, up 10 million this month to 31.73 million doll hairs. Let's have a look at number 3. We've got Uma Musume, Pretty Derby, still doing its thing, up to 34 million as well. So a big jump for them. Also, up 7 places there, actually. So a big month for them. And then number 2, we've got Genshin Impact, down from 55 million, down to 40 million. They were in number 1 last month. So I think that means it's got to be lads, right? Is it lads? It's lads. It's lads. This fucking game is ridiculous, man. The girl gooners are insane. Like, those guys are out spending buku cash on this, what looks like a trash game to me, but there must be something there, right? I won't judge. I haven't played it, but it's actually crazy how much money this game makes. So they're up 4 places into number 1 from 32 million to $40 million, just shy of $41 million. But once again, guys, we know these are all underestimated numbers, right? But I must admit, when it comes to the Gacha revenue chart, right, it's always the argument of, well, here comes the PvP again, right? And I argued that as well. But if I'm honest, there's only really one community that really seems to get wrapped up on this little thing of Gacha revenue. And I think you know which community it is. I don't even have to say the word. You know exactly what I'm talking about. End of the day, guys, it really doesn't matter. But I must admit, it is really funny to watch those people crash out, do mental gymnastics for why, when the game isn't doing well, that it's all bullshit. But when it's doing well, it makes sense because we've got multiple sources to prove that it's actually making sense, when all the information that we're getting anyway, unless officially announced, it's all just guesstimates, estimates at best. So we really don't know. All we can safely say is the numbers are bigger than what we see, at least for the big games, right? Some of them might be totally fucking overinflated for some of the smaller games, but we don't know. But I think it's safe to say all of these games are probably making at least twice to triple the amount that we actually see on these numbers, which when you think about it, it's kind of scary actually, isn't it? How much money these games make. It's actually insane. But anyway, let me know what you think down below. Really good to see Enfield doing its thing. I said Enfield probably would seat itself into the top 10 and sit there quite comfortably. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's still doing that now, though. And the reason for that is because how big the player base is on PC and console comparatively. I was actually kind of shocked when I heard that it was that big. Like, don't get me wrong, it's one of those games like we were. It's not a mobile game, really. But still, there's massive mobile player bases for these games, right? But 60, 70% is insane. So it is actually, even though I expected it before release, now that we know those numbers, I kind of thought these numbers would probably be a little bit lower. So still great to see that them doing well. Great to see Arknight still doing its thing. Even after all these years, the game's still in the top 20 and still just printing cash. Hypergriff is sitting pretty right now. So now what we've got to hope for is some additions to the game, which actually I do have a video I'm literally editing right now talking about Etch Space Salvage, how it can be improved, because it's not quite there yet. And I hope that you guys check that video out actually, because yeah, we got some ideas and I'd love to know if you guys think I'm cooking or I'm cooked. So yeah, you'll have to watch that video and let me know as well, guys. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, let me know what you think down below. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra.